What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, you too, brother.
All right, man.
Technology, man.
What's that?
Technology, I gotta love it.
That's right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this for me, man. You know, there's so many internet marketing companies out there, and I mean, half the people I talk to, half of them have already worked with someone else and has been ripped off, and it's so hard for another company that I try to earn as a client know who the hell to trust. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
I appreciate you taking the time out to do this, and it's going to help a lot of businesses. To everybody that's watching, this is Walter Danley. He's with Danley Electrical Contracting. Walter, why don't you go ahead and just kind of tell everybody a little bit about what you do, and just a little about what you do.
Okay, basically, I'm a full-service electrical contractor. We do all types of electrical contracting. We just got into doing generators about 4 or 5 years ago. We're out in Jersey. The market's pretty strong out here for generators with all the storms and the hurricanes we've been having. So, in the last 4 years, we've grown to be one of the top three generator companies in New Jersey, and I'm looking to be number one now.
That's right. Man.
That's right.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
one second. Getting a little bit of feedback here. Okay, so I just had a few questions I wanted to kind of go over with you. As what would you say some of your preconceived notions were about working with an internet marketing company before you were working with us?
Honestly, I defer to my general manager with most of the internet stuff. We really never even had an internet presence. I was always doing like Yellow Book, Yellow Pages, Verizon, mailers, local things like that, local papers, kind of old school. And I know that, the market is very strong as far as the internet thing goes with the presence, and I never had one. So probably about 2 years ago, I started looking into it, and being that I'm a generator company, I've been dealing with Generac, and they have a lot of companies they work with that are kind of in their umbrella of contractors who they work with, So they set us up with another company whose name I'll leave out of it, but we kind of signed up with them. We were working with them for about 6, 7 months with zero results. I was paying big money and getting nothing out of it. And I didn't know whether or not they were doing anything right or wrong because I don't know enough about it to, I entrusted them with my money to do.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Hey, Walter.
Yeah.
Hey,
come on. What
I
happened?
think the internet connection went out.
Okay.
Hang on one second. Let's try do this again.
I hear you. I don't see you.
There we go. There we go.
I hope you can edit this.
Yeah, I can. I'm definitely gonna edit this. Yeah, that's not a problem, man. These things, technical difficulties.
Right.
So you're explaining, that you were with a company previously for about 6, 7 months. You had no idea what was going on, with basically zero results, and that's
Yeah, and I was asking them for updates, and they were giving me no updates. They were sending me every 3 weeks or so. They were sending me a graph that said how many clicks and how many visits and all that baloney, but there were no results on my end. So a graph doesn't mean anything to me.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely understand. So that's a big help. So what factors, like when we talk, because and you reached out to us because you found us ranking on Google, so you reached out to us. What factors made you choose us? When who else? Everybody's the same at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, what made you choose us?
You know what? Honestly, not to bring religion into anything, but I'm a Christian man, brother, and I feel like God leads me in certain directions, and I started searching for you guys, and, you came up there. I read a lot about your business. I saw that you were kind of a startup business and things like that, and that's, I don't want some global marketing company that's going to give me zero results. I want a small in-house, face-to-face, somebody I can call when I have issues kind of company. That seemed like what you guys were. So that's why I invested in you guys. And, obviously within 3 months, I've had the results.
Right. Absolutely. So that was kind of my next question is, you've been with us for almost 3 months now. How are things going? Why don't you tell everybody?
Oh, out of the box, man. The results have been great, man. I mean, I'm not just saying this, but you're asking me to make a video for you. The calls are through the roof. My phone's smoking. I got a lot of presence on the internet. Anywhere you look for a generator in New Jersey, I'm coming up number one.
That's
You know,
right.
so that's the promise that you made me, and you fulfilled the promise. You know, and that means a lot to me.
Oh, good.
As far as the organic thing goes, I understand a little bit more about it now with the pay-per-click. I could sign up tomorrow and be on there tomorrow if I wanted to spend the money.
Right.
But my whole thing was when I take down the pay-per-click, where am I going to be?
Right.
Am I going to have an organic presence? And you guys are working on the back end with that stuff too.
Yeah.
You showed me the day I talked to you. You could put something up in organic that day.
Yeah.
That kind of convinced me because I worked with another company for 7 months and I was nowhere on organic. So it just showed me how, like you were saying, different companies can make all the promises in the world,
Right.
but can they deliver? So if you could do it on day one and that company couldn't do it in 7 months.
Yeah, I remember that
know,
because I was really excited to show you because me and Ronell were working on that, and
Right.
and Ronell's like, "Hey, go show this to." Well, you weren't even with us yet. You hadn't paid
Right,
us
no.
anything.
That's right, man.
Yeah, we got that video, your video that you
Yep.
guys had made up number one, and I got at the top of Google for that. So yeah, definitely. And we're
Right,
working
man.
on pay-per-click with you right now and SEO.
Right.
So kind of the strategy here is while we're waiting for the organic to rank, because we're going after more difficult terms on certain things that take
Right.
more time. So while
Absolutely.
we're waiting, we've got PPC going that's driving in business right now. And just out of an idea, how many generators did you sell last month?
We sold, in the last 3 weeks, I've sold 40 generators.
That's amazing.
And that's without a storm. We just had a storm last night or 2 nights ago, and that kind of went crazy. But just during normal summer times, it's normally slow now.
Yeah.
And I sold 40 generators in the last 3
Man.
weeks. So that's
gotta
out of the
love me.
box. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, we're taking over New Jersey. I mean, we were already, we were on the cusp of it, but now this just put us over the top. I mean, it's funny because there's like me and one other competitor in New Jersry, and he's trying to come back and hit hard, but he ain't going to catch me because
we
he's
won't
been
let it
around
happen,
for a long
man.
time.
We won't let
But
it happen.
ain't going to happen, brother. That's right, man.
So, I guess the last thing I really want to ask you is, to the people that are watching, they're watching. This video is going to be on a website that I'm trying, that I'm sending people to, show them
Right.
proof that we are who we say we are. We do what we say we can do. With being with us for only 3 months, I mean, 3 months is not a lot of time in the internet
Right.
world. A lot of times,
Mm-hmm.
they're watching this right now. What would you say to them to help them make their decision?
Here's what I'm going to say. The other people were so hands-off, I couldn't get in touch with them. The only way you could get through to them was to email them, and they wouldn't get back to you for 4 days, 5 days. And when you're doing something like this, especially when you're raw with it and you don't fully understand the scope of it,
Yeah.
it's important to have a hands-on relationship with somebody that you can go to and ask questions to.
Right.
And for me, the thing that kind of sells me on you guys, and you continue to do it, is if I got a question, either you or Ronell, I'll shoot an email to it. I get an email back in a half hour.
Right.
The other night when the storm came, like we spoke about earlier this afternoon,
Right.
it's something where the market that I'm in, you want to hit people right away.
Right.
When the storm comes, you want to be there.
Right.
You want to tell them who the generator guy is.
Mm-hmm.
And I emailed him the night my power was out. Of course, my generator was running, so I was the only guy on the block with power.
Yeah.
And I called him, actually I emailed him, and within 20 minutes he had me up. I told him increase my PPC because I want to be there for the next 3 days, hit it hard.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And it happened like that. And that's important. So if you're looking for a company that's going to be there when you need them, you guys are the guys to go with.
Wow, that's awesome,
No.
man. That's awesome,
Yeah.
Walter.
Oh, you guys are awesome, man.
I
You guys
appreciate
are.
it. I appreciate that. This means a lot,
Yeah.
and I know you got the Bears game to watch, or the Giants
Oh,
games.
Giants game, man.
So
See
you
that?
have
You guys are that good because I'm diehard Giants, man. And I'm there, the Giants game just started, so you must be good.
All right, man. Well, thanks again, Walter. I really appreciate you taking the time out this, and I'm sure the people watching appreciate your input because this is a very costly decision because if they make the wrong decision, they can potentially go 6,
Absolutely.
7 months losing all this money. And you know what? Even sometimes the time they lose is more costly than the money. So,
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
I think
I wasted 7 months.
What's
I
that?
wasted 7 months.
7
Before I
months.
found you guys, I wasted 7. Sure, I wasted about 10 grand, but I wasted 7 months.
Yeah.
So I'm starting over, you know?
And we were actually, just to make a point, you know, when we first got started, I think we started out even almost $1,500 more than your previous company too.
Absolutely, because you guys told me what they were trying to work with on the PPC and the SEO thing at the same time. It couldn't work.
Right.
So, I mean, and I'm the type of person where if it's going to increase my sales, I'll increase the amount I'm spending to do it. But they never even told me that.
Yeah.
They just took my $1,500 every month, and that was it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Right. Absolutely. Well, again, Walter, thanks again. I'm sure everybody appreciates that's watching right now, you taking the time out and to do this testimonial for us. And, man, I'm looking forward to working with you for a long and profitable time.
Right on, brother.
All right, man. Well, you go enjoy your game, and I'll catch you later.
You got it, brother.
All right, thanks.
Take care.